we doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and this is going to be a Ninja Succession PvE and PvP skill add-on and going through skill presets. I'm going to just touch on skill presets quickly here. So if you come down to skills, you will now have 2 skill presets available. If you don't, check your Black Spirit, because it will just have a quest. I can't remember exactly what the quest is called, but it'll be something to do with skill presets. Just accept it and it should auto complete. If it doesn't, it's basically too early in the game. Once you have unlocked your Awakening and your Succession, this quest should automatically pop up for you to be able to have these skill presets. And what this allows you to do is, let's say you're someone like myself, for example, and you like using Ninja Succession for both your PvP and your PvE. You can have skill presets. So one of these skill presets have all your PvP skill add-ons, and one of these skill presets will have all your PvE skill add-ons. So when I'm grinding, I'll be on skill preset 2, and when I'm PvPing, I'll be on skill preset 1. There's other ways, other combinations you can do as well. Let's say you like to do your PvE on Succession Ninja, but your PvP on Awakening Ninja. So skill preset 1 is going to put you into into your Succession with your PvE skill add-ons, and skill preset 2 will switch you to Awaken Ninja with the PvP add-ons that you want. Now, one thing to note is you can increase your skill presets. You get 2 for free, but you can get more from the pro shop, so a pay to win item if you want to. People that want to do this would be people that both PvP and PvE between Succession and their Awakening counterparts. They enjoy both aspects and they find themselves switching a lot. You will find more value from increasing your skill presets if you want to make that investment. So let's say you get 4. This will allow you to have a PvP skill preset for Succession, a PvE skill preset for Succession, a PvP skill preset for Awakening, and a PvE skill preset for Awakening. So those are some little tips I can give you guys on these, and I will go through how to change your skill between your skill presets later on. And the way you can save, if you click here, press save, it will come up with this option here. So let's say you unlock all the skills you want to unlock, and you put all the skill add-ons that you want to put on for PvE, and you want to save it to skill preset 2, for example. So you click A here and then click Y. So that will save everything on skill preset 2. So when you select skill preset 2 on this screen, it will switch it to that skill preset for you. I'm not going to be changing anything at the minute because I like it the way it is. And let's show you the way it is. So let's start with the PvP skill add-ons. So these are the PvP ones. Now, the reason I've got the skill add-ons in this order is for a specific combo I like to do against high DP targets / evasion memes. If you want a breakdown of that combo, that'll be in my previous skill add-on video. I'll have it linked in the description down below. I think it was called like preliminary skill add-ons for Succession Ninja or something on those lines. But like I said, it will be linked down below. I will verbally go through the combo in this one, but if you want a visual representation and a breakdown on how to do the combo step by step, that will be in that video for you. So, but we're going to start down here with Red Raid. So Red Raid is a very versatile one that you can put skill add-ons on. I also liked using an evasion buff on this one and an accuracy debuff on my opponents. That worked out pretty well. For large scale, I think the attack speed is a bit more valuable because once you start stacking your slows with other people's slows, by the way, I hate slow stacking, but if it's in the game, I'm going to use it to my advantage as best I can. As much as I hate dealing with it, unfortunately it's in the game. But anyway, so attack speed debuff and casting speed debuff on your opponents. Once you start stacking it with all the other witch wizards that are throwing their slows and all the other characters throwing their slows, it can really help you with a bullfight. And this is an interesting one that I'm just messing around with right now. I do like it, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it in the long term. I'll get back to you guys later on that. But we've got 100 bleed on our Red Rain, and the reason we've got this is when you use your class buff on your ninja, so that's forward Y, what's called malicious cut, prime malicious cut. This now applies more, like it gives you some damage and some accuracy and stuff, but what it allows you to do, every single skill, even your shuriken throws, anything that hits your opponent that's a skill, it will apply 3 debuffs onto your opponent. it's going to be a bleed, a burn, and a poison, I think. Or maybe it's different ones, but basically 3 of these type of damaging over time debuffs onto your opponent. And if you put 100 bleed on your skill add-on, it actually stacks, even with the other bleed that you get from your class buff. So now you're going to be really doing a lot of damage to your opponent, and your opponent's pots will not be able to heal them faster than the damage you're applying with your class buff and the 100 bleed. So that's why that's on there. It's pretty fun, to be honest. Like, you do some skills and you'll see some guy like run away, but you can't chase him because there's too many people in front of you, and then he dies in the background somewhere. It's fun to have on. But again, I did like being tanky with the evasion and the evasion debuff, accuracy debuff onto my opponents using Red Rain. That helps the trading a lot. The attack speed reduction does help trading a little bit, but I think you get more value if you're trying to just trade with the skill to go with your accuracy debuff and evasion buff on yourself. So Beheading of the Dead, this one, the reason we have it is there's a lot of times you're going to catch your opponents with this skill. This is now going to allow you to have a 20% crit hit rate and a DP debuff of -15 onto your opponent. So that's why these 2 skills have their specific skill add-ons on. These 4 skill add-ons are for a specific combo that I like to do. Now, I'm going to verbally go over the combo after I go through the skill add-ons, but again, like I said, the visual representation will be in the video linked in the description. So Blade Spin, we've got the DP debuff of 20 and a crit hit rate of 30% on Blade Spin. Malice, we got an accuracy buff of 4% and an attack speed buff of 7%. Shadow Stomp, we've got an evasion buff of 4% and a crit hit damage plus 3% for 5 seconds. And Fatal Blow, PvP damage plus 7 and all evasion minus 4% on our target. So the reason I go through this is when I'm going against the reason I've got my skill add-on set up like this is when I'm going against DP meme or just someone with high defensive stats that's very tanky, there's a specific combo I like to use. So if I was to catch them with a primary CC, which is going to be in this case either a smoke screen or a grab, please note if it's a block jump grab, if you stiffen them with a block jump, this combo won't work because you need the stiffen to be applied within the combo itself, and you don't want to do stiff, primary CC, stiff, because then they're going to go over the cap and your next primary CC will get resisted 100% of the time. So you get your CC with, let's say, a grab, and after that you're going to go straight into Blade Spin. So now you're applying a 20 DP debuff on your target and you're applying a 30 crit hit rate onto yourself, which is going to increase the damage of your Blade Spin and the Shadow Stomp that's coming up a bit later on. And these are 2 very hard hitting skills, so having that crit hit rate on there is really going to boost that damage pretty significantly. It is a little bit of RNG, but 9 times out of 10 you're going to do more damage. So we get these skill add-ons on Blade Spin for that reason. Now, you're going to speed up the animation of Blade Spin by holding A, and then you're going to do both your Malices. So your regular Shuriken Malice, and then your directional input of Malice. This will now apply an accuracy buff onto yourself of 4% and give you that attack and casting speed buff of 7%. So you're going to do your skills a bit faster. Once you do your double Malice, you're going to hit your opponent with Fatal Blow and the flow of Fatal Blow. Make sure as well you're doing the forward input of Fatal Blow. So you do Fatal Blow whilst holding forward on the left on your movement stick. So this will stick you onto your target. And now you're giving yourself a PvP damage plus 10 and your opponent an evasion rate of minus 4%. This Fatal Blow is a stiff, and your opponent will be standing up around the time you're doing the double Malice. He's going to start standing up, so the Fatal Blow will stiffen him as he gets up. Then you're going to go a step backwards to use that as a cancel for your Shadow Stomp. This is going to give you an evasion buff of 4%. Not really going to help you do damage here, but the reason we've got that on Shadow Stomp specifically is you're going to be throwing this skill a lot to move around, and sometimes you're even going to CC your opponents. So if it does connect on someone, it just makes you a little bit tankier. Since I don't have it on Red Rain, I've put it here. It's the only place I could find a spot for it. But the other one is crit hit damage plus 3% for 5 seconds. So now all our crits are going to do 3% more damage. And Ninja, since we got the 30 crit hit rate on top of this, so it's going to make it hit the Shadow Stomp hit even harder. And then after Shadow Stomp, we're going into Beheading of the Dead. Again, this stuff not too important because this is, I've put these more as your preliminary catch. But after Beheading of the Dead, we will be going into, was it Beheading of the Dead first? Yeah, it was Beheading the Dead first. It was Beheading the Dead, and then you're going to go into a Heart Aiming. Heart Aiming is 100% crit with, I think it's 25 or 50% accuracy. So the 3% crit damage is going to help that do some more damage. And you're going to end as they're standing up Illusion Restraint. One important thing to note, when you're doing Beheading of the Dead, you have to do the fast version of it to be able to get off your damage. Two different ways you can do it. One is with doing a Shadow Slash first. If you do it like that, then that's going to give you the fast version. And the second way you could do it is by doing Ghost Greeting. So if you do it like that, that's also going to give you the fast version. Either of those ones, Ghost Greeting or Shadow Slash, it doesn't matter which one you use, but that's going to do that. And then after that, oops, that's not what you want to do. After your Beheading of the Dead, it's the Heart Aiming, and then they're going to be standing up right now. Just hit them with the illusion to finish off. There's a few different methods for the last ending skills. If you're going a bit slow, maybe forget about using Beheading Dead. Just use the, well, I can't, it's on cooldown, but use your Heart Aiming, and then you're going to use your illusion if you're a bit slow with the inputs. But yeah, so those are the reasons why we have our PvP skill add-ons the way we do. Now let's look at our PvE skill add-ons. So to change your skills, go to come to any of this. There's two different ways. So one is come to any skill instructor and go to skill learning and select the skill preset you want to change to. Once you do this from a skill instructor, it's going to give you a 10-minute cooldown. So you can't change your skill presets for 10 minutes. I'll show you a second way of doing it in just a minute, but let's go to skill add-ons for our PvE. I'm not going to go through this too in depth like I did with the PvP. Again, this is specifically for the way I like to do my combos in PvE. I've got a whole guide on Ninja Succession combos for PvE, so do check that out if you're interested to see what I do. But the blade spins are going to stay the same because this is good for PvE and PvP. 30% crit hit rate or DP plus 20, good stuff. Red Rain is a skill that we're usually starting with, so giving yourself a back attack and crit hit damage plus 3% is going to be really nice. For Archmans, maybe down attack would be better for you guys than Archmans because you're going to be, you can knock anywhere that you can knock stuff onto the ground. Down attack damage is going to be better than back attack damage. We've got the same buffs on our Shuriken Flight because these are only 5 seconds. It takes 4 to 5 seconds to come from Red Rain to Shuriken Flight. So you can reapply these buffs. Now with my kind of AP, they're dying at this point, but this is still useful for me in case there's a couple of mobs that didn't group up properly. So now I can do some more damage to them at this point. And coming up here, the all accuracy plus 4% on the Malice with the attack speed plus 7%. That's just staying the same. And Ankle Cutter, damage against monsters plus 20 and all evasion minus 4%. And finally, Shadow Stomp. Shadow Stomp, this one is really just, it's a whatever. I don't really use Shadow Stomp in my PvE rotation, to be honest, but you can change this to anything you want. I think I've just left it with evasion minus 4% and attack speed plus 7%. But that's not a big bother right there. So these are our PvE skill add-ons. Now I'm going to show you guys how a different way you can change your skill presets. So any safe zone that you're in, so we're currently in a safe zone, we can technically just come here and change our presets. If we go to skills, we click on 1 and change it. Obviously we're on a cooldown period, so we can't do it right now, but that's how you would do it. Now, if you do it from a safe zone, it's going to be a 60-minute cooldown to change your skill preset, and you need an a Secret Book of Old Moon to be able to do this as well. So if you don't have a Secret Book of Old Moon active, you have to go to a skill instructor to change your skill presets. If you do, you can do it from any safe zone. So now a tip I'm going to give you guys, there's a really easy way to get to a safe zone, is come up here and pop into Battle Arena. Health must be full. Okay. Try that again. Come into Battle Arena. Oh, our health still isn't full. I don't think I've got any pots on me. I don't. Is there anyone around here that has pot? Okay, we'll just brace again. Hopefully our health is full now. Let's go to Battle Arena. Oh my goodness. Give me a second. Let's edit the UI and turn our freaking health on. Why do we have such little health? Let's come over here. Okay, there we go. Our health is full now. I don't know why we're missing so much health. But yeah, so another thing you can do is go to the Battle Arena. This also counts as a safe zone. The spawn area in Battle Arena counts as a safe zone. So feel free to use that as somewhere you can change your skill presets. Hopefully they don't change this, because this is really handy for duel for spots and just a lot of different things that you want to do. If let's say you go into Histria with your PvP skill add-ons, but it's like, I don't want to leave Histria to put PvE skill add-ons on. You can just come to Battle Arena and straight from here go to skills and change your skill preset. I'm not going to do it because I'm going to be doing PvE in a minute. But yeah, so you can do it from here as well. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. I hope it's been helpful. If you liked it, leave a like. If you see yourself coming back to my channel quite often, do consider subscribing. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. See ya.